La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the 6th episode of the Journey to Success podcast, guys. Here on this podcast, you gotta know, we talk about the journey to becoming whatever it is that you want to become, the journey, the steps that we're taking that have helped us, that we've applied, that we got results from. We want to bring it to you, bring you our struggles, our failures, like anything that can help you along this journey, because we know how hard it is. We're in it, we're doing it, you know what I mean? And we know how hard it is. So yes, I'm your host with the most, you know, I ain't gonna boast, but hey, you know, Destry Brandon. And I got my illustrious co-host.
I'm I am the master of the show.
Oh.
But I'm here to let you know.
Well, maybe I didn't know, because I thought I was the master of the show.
Psych, get all flow.
I'm going to kick you out and close the door.
Oh.
But no, guys, listen, we got a great episode for you today. Today we're talking about this one thing that I hear a lot of people chit-chat about. Purpose, passion, gifts. Like, you find all these different things, but what does that all even really mean? But before we jump into that, guys, we know our segment. You know what's crazy, right? You know what's crazy, my brother?
Tell me what's crazy.
Maybe it's just me.
Might be.
But why is it like stopping at a four-way stop is like solving a math? You know what I mean? Like solving
alchemic equations.
Like you gotta sit at the board like, who? And then check this out. When y'all both hit the stop sign at the same time, who's supposed to go?
Like rock, paper, scissors.
And then why is it when I tell you, I'm flashing my light, I'm telling you to come on, you like, no, you come on. I'm like, dude, you come on. Like, no, you come on.
Everybody wants to be a gentleman at the light, yo.
So,
yeah, no, you come on.
And then when you decide to go,
they go.
like, is that just me, man? Or
no, it's not, man. That's happened to me a few times, yo. You get there and you're like, all right, man, so. No, okay, I'm gonna go.
It's like freeze tag. It's like I want to just get out and direct everybody. Like, just come on. Come on. All right, my turn. You know what I mean?
It's
and
like
then
trying
you get
to
those
solve
people,
hunger. Like, you try to solve world hunger at the stop sign.
And then it's like you get those people who just jump it from the jump. It's not even, they know they got their last. So, man, I just thought it was me, man, because I was driving this morning on the way here, and me and the lady, we literally going back and, I insist. You know what I mean? No, please. Go take my lunch money, too. We're just going back and forth, man.
I haven't eaten all day, but here you go.
Right, man. But I just thought that was just crazy, man. But let's jump right into it, man. Let's talk about purpose. Let's start it off with purpose, because this is a thing that you always hear, especially in our industry with motivation and motivational speakers. You hear people, find your purpose, and you are so purposeful, and all these different things. And it's true, right? You do have a purpose. You were put here for a very particular reason, and we're gonna get into that. But the first thing I feel like you have to do, and a lot of people don't give you this step, you got to find your gift first. Yeah. Because, like, I promise you, I was searching for my purpose for so long. I know you've been in this situation, too, trying to figure it out what it is. I mean, I'm looking under the I'm under the rock. Like, is it in my pocket? Like, is it in this book? Like, for real, but why? Why was I created? It's like, for real, like, it's so, like, you will stress yourself out trying to figure out what your purpose is, why you were put here. And the thing that you need to emphasize first is, what is your gift?
Yeah, because you know what? That's crazy, because a lot of people, it might be right in front of you. Like you said, like,
it's there the whole time.
You were talking, your mama said, boy, you just don't never shut up.
Mama.
You know, everything you're trying to get into, rapping, saying, you know, the fitness thing, just yell at that boy. Right. You know, stuff like that, you know.
It all led up to that.
To speaking.
Yeah, and then what you got to understand is your gift is something that you do naturally, that you've been doing. So, like with you, my man right here, he is a people person. My man is a people person, so it only makes sense that he's coaching, right? It only makes sense that he's doing what he does, you know, mentoring, all these different things. My man will light up the room when he comes in the room. He don't care if he in a room full of geriatrics. You know, like he coming in lighting the room up with his, like, not me. I'm a talkative person, but mostly like when I know you, or just like when I'm joking around. Most of the time I'm off to the side, I'm observing, right? But I do like to talk. But my thing is, my gift was exhortation. My gift was uplifting people. Exhort, like I can make it, like you feeling down, I can be like, bruh, let's do this. Yeah, I can turn it around for you. So like that was my gift, and I had to get into some things first. I was trying to rap. I had a closet studio, bruh. I would come home from work, babe, I'll be back. I'll be in the closet going hard, bruh. And I was passionate about it. That's another thing we gonna put on, passion, right? I was passionate about it. I thought maybe this is my purpose. I'm doing something I like to do. I'm trying to help people through lyrics, you know what I mean? And I'm passionate about it, right? But I came to understand, like, that's not what I was created for. Like, even though I'm passionate about it, that's not necessarily what I was put here to do. And you got to understand, passion is a fire, right? It spreads. But once it's put out, it's put out. Like it can be put out, it can be turned on, it can be incited. You know what I'm saying?
Fed.
It can be fed. But passion, you cannot just go off of passion because passion is an emotion, and you can't live your life off emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to do your life off of principle, basically. Like you can't live your life off of just I feel like this, and I feel like this. Like I'm passionate about.
This is what I'm going to do today.
Right, I'm passionate about drinking water. That don't mean I'm about to go around. Hey, drink this. You know what I mean? Like I'm not about to do. You see, so a lot of people put so much emphasis on passion, but passion is actually a vehicle. Passion is a vehicle. It pushes you. It drives you to where you want to go. Passion is a vehicle.
What if you're passionate about something, like you said, George was speaking, but you're passionate about another area? Why didn't you go into that then?
Well, for me, okay, passion is something you can do several different things, but you got to differentiate. You got to have it. You got to know. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a hobby that I'm passionate about. But when we're talking about business and what you want to do with your career, that has to be something that you have a gift in. You see what I'm saying? Or you can use your gift in that you can that's purposeful and that you're passionate about. All three of those have to come together in order for you to be successful in that career field, in my opinion.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Say, let's talk before we understand what our gift is.
Okay. But I feel like that's the first thing you gotta get into.
That's true, but I think you're gonna find passion before you find your gift.
Oh yeah, because passion is emotion.
Exactly.
But see, what I'm trying to tell people is that yes, you're passionate, right? And your passion might lead you to what you're gifted at. You see what I'm saying? Like kind of what I was doing with the fitness business and all the different things. I was passionate about fitness. It led me to like really what the underlying thing. Once the passion, the emotion was kind of died down a little bit, I realized what I loved doing was motivating and uplifting. So I'm not saying don't go get into the passion, but don't just get so set on I got to do what I'm passionate about. Only do what I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like passion is a vehicle that's going to push you to where you want to go. There's all different types of paths to figuring out what your gift is, right? But I feel like that finding your gift is like the number one thing. You have to search within yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You have to search. And if you could do that younger, because I never knew what a gift was when I was younger. I've heard of talent. I've heard of all these different things.
I think that's what I'm getting at here. So, like, for the people that don't know what their gift is or are in this who may not even understand what that is about. Yeah, you know what I mean? But they feel passion. They feel passion. Like we were passionate. I was passionate about wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go be a professional wrestler.
Right. But pay attention to that because you're in it though.
Yeah.
You're coaching it. So pay attention to your passion.
Exactly.
Because your passion can open up the curtain behind what your gift is. But I want you to go forward with thinking like, what is my gift? And I want to show you something. So I have an example here, right? And this is just something I had in my desk. Like when I had my baby girl, they gave me this gift, right? So this is what I want you to understand. God gave, when you were born with this gift.
You came in with that.
You came in with this gift. So let me hit it from two angles, right? The reason why I'm so passionate about you getting into your gift is because think about if you worked hard to give somebody a gift, right? You worked so hard, you earned the money, you gave them this gift, and you come to find out a year later they never even opened it, never did nothing with it.
Dang.
How does that make you feel? That makes you feel like I just did all this for nothing. Like, yeah, I put all my effort into this, and that's how I've learned. That's how like God will feel because He gave you this gift. He crafted this gift specifically for you. You are uniquely made, so specifically for you. and you never did nothing with it. You didn't even open it. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to get into your gift. Why? Not just because it benefits the world, but it benefits you. So check this out. You got this gift in your life, right? Let's say you open the gift, you searching for the gift. So you getting close to it, right? You unwrapping it, right? And you learning what it is. You get in your gift, right? And in that gift is something, maybe it's speaking, right? This is just a tool. Like you gotta look at what your ability is, like a tool. Okay. Maybe it's speaking, maybe it's coaching. You use the tool. You got in the gift. You use the tool and you use that tool to help somebody in their life. Okay. That's what purpose is. Right? That's what purpose is.
Your purpose is to give your gift away.
Your purpose is to give your gift away and to help somebody in their life. Right? So listen, this is how I look at purpose. This is how I look at purpose. When I say you were born with a particular purpose, I want you to emphasize the particular part. That means you were put here. Check this out. I'm about to blow your mind. You were put here to solve a specific problem for this world. You were like young men, coaching young men, encouraging young men, mentoring young men. Only you can do it the way you do it, right? You were put here for a particular gift. So if you do not get into your gift and give your gift away, which is your purpose, then this world goes without a problem being solved. Think about them young men that you've been in their lives. If they did not have you, the one that came back to you and said, "Yo, you changed my life." If they did not have you, what you don't know, like. If you could just look back at a globe and just see like where they would have went without you, that's how important you are. That's how important you are. You see what I'm saying? Like I just think about that young lady, man, who sent the text saying, you know, like her life was totally changed. She was making F's, now she's making A's, all because I came in there and spoke life into her. Not even intent, like not even necessarily like looking at her and saying it. I was speaking to the classroom. Now her life is never the same. And only I could have did that the way I do it. Maybe she talked to 100 people.
I think that was meant to happen. I believe that things happen for a reason.
Right, and that's what purpose is, man. Purpose is, that means like, that's what, okay. A lot of people talk about leadership. I believe that leadership in a whole is realizing that you were put here for a particular purpose. To solve a problem that this world has, right? I believe leadership is stepping up to that burden, because that's a burden. When you really think about it, like that's kind of like, yo, that's huge. Like you think about like something, like literally somebody's life could be like, because think about somebody whose purpose is to heal a disease. That is a big, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. Like
if they never did it,
then millions of people die. That's a big burden if you really think about it from hindsight. If you just think about it like that. So I'm thinking like, yo, what if you never? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they never get into that? So I'm thinking like leadership is when you see that burden and you still step up and you say, I'm going to get in my purpose and I am going to solve this problem. This is my responsibility. I really feel like it's my responsibility to go to these schools, speak life into these youth, like mentor the youth, help them in their lives. I believe that is my responsibility. And I feel like that's what makes me a leader, because I see that responsibility. I understand that responsibility. I understand it could be a burden, but I'm still stepping up and I'm going to take charge and I'm going to do it with all of me. I feel like that's what leadership is. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that's what leadership is. So back to the gifts, right? Back to the gifts. Your gifts is what you do uniquely. Only you can do it. Like only you can be the people person that you are. Only you can coach the way you coach. Only you can guide the way you guide. Only you can lead the way you lead. You see what I'm saying? So that gift, man, that gift is made to help the world, man. It was given to you.
That's great. Nobody thinks that way.
I literally break this thing down.
You are like divine to do something like that.
Yeah. You are a problem solver. You are a solution to a problem that this world has. Think about it like, if you really think about it, like if you look at anybody who you think is in their purpose, right? Let's say Steve Jobs. He solved the problem that people had. He made communication so easy for people now. He solved a problem for the business world. He solved a problem. Martin Luther King, he solved a problem. Malcolm X, he solved a problem. Oprah solved anybody you could think, even a teacher who's in her purpose. Let's break it down. Firefighter, solving a problem. Somebody who's building a car, solving a problem. Somebody who's making clothes, Solving a problem. Somebody who's making shoes, making food, solving a problem. A farmer, solving a problem. That's how I look at purpose. Purpose means, like when I say you have purpose, it means you are a problem solver. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you are a problem solver, but the only way to solve that problem is to use that gift. And be passionate about it. The passion is the fire, right? The passion is the fire.
So, let's go here. Do you think people are only useful when they're in their gift, or can they be productive in other areas just as well?
I think you can be productive without realizing that's your gift, but I think you're always in your gift and you don't even realize it. Like when I'm at my desk and I'm talking to somebody and I'm making them feel better or whatever, just talking, laughing, I don't know what they might be going through. I'm still using my gift. I just don't realize that's my gift.
You're not conscious of it.
You use it every day. That's who you are. Your gift is who you are. You don't have a choice. That's the thing. Like, you were born this way. You see what I'm saying? Like with you, like you were a people person. Even if you didn't know that was your gift, even if somebody never told you, say that's your gift. If you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? That's who you are. So you're gonna do it no matter what. So, but when you're intentional about it, oh, bro, when you're intentional about it, do you know how many people you could touch? When you're like this podcast right now, we are intentional because we know our gifts. We know that our purpose is to give this gift away as many ways as we can to help as many people as we can. We don't do this for no recognition. We don't do this for likes or for views. We do this to help people. We're intentional about it. Now, years ago, when I didn't know what my gift was, this would have never happened. You see what I'm saying? But I still would have been using it. I still would have been affecting someone. But when you're intentional and you know and you're deliberate about it, it just spreads. It spreads like the wildfire because we're passionate. You see what I'm saying?
So it just like quantifies into something.
Yeah, it's like multiplication. It's like at first you're just adding.
It's like, okay, so I feel you. So like, say you just in your gift naturally. You said.
Right, you just in
I can see that, but when you understand it and you put it into practice,
right, and you deliberately go out here to help people. Like okay, now I look to uplift people every single day. Like I'm praying, I'm waking up, I'm praying, I'm saying to myself, today I'm just gonna uplift at least one person. Whether it's, and then with this, like the avenues, the vehicles that we have, because we're passionate, our passion is a vehicle. It allows us to reach.
Numbers.
And then guess what? The next person, tell somebody else. We don't know how many
exponential growth.
Let's say in this last 6 month span, we've spoken to over 1,000 youth. That's easy to say that because we spoke at the conferences, we spoke at classrooms, schools, right? Let's say we touched 1,000. Even if 10 people out of that 1,000 touch 10 other people, think about how that spreads. And then those 10 people, just 2 of those 10, you know what I mean? And then it's a domino effect. That's what happens when you're in your gift. You understand your gift, you're deliberate and you're intentional about your gift, and you're purposeful. You're solving a problem. Like I literally wake up every single day, I am a problem solver. My gift is a solution to someone's problem. And I'm passionate about it, so it spreads like a wildfire. Remember I told you, passion is a fire that is spread. So your gift is your uniqueness, is your tool. Your purpose is you being in your gift. Right. Your purpose is to give that gift away, and your passion is the fire that makes it spread.
So let's take it here then. What if you're not passionate about your gift?
What if you're not passionate? I don't know, that's weird because I don't see how. That's weird. I mean, that's a really good question because it's like, I feel like, okay, I like that. I feel like if you're not passionate about what you're doing, okay, so say you have a gift, but
I mean, whatever.
Okay, I'll put it like this.
Before you're even in your gift.
Before you even realize your gift.
Or let's say you get in it and like, hey, it's stressful, it weighs you down, and then you don't have the drop. Like teachers, social workers.
Right.
2 of the most stressful jobs in America.
Right.
It's easy to say that these jobs can kill passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But go ahead.
At that point, it's 2 things. I feel like at that point you're thinking too much of yourself, and you're not thinking about the solution. You're not thinking about the problem you're solving.
Yeah, I mean it happens. So
right.
Let's say like
at that point, I feel like you're being selfish.
So,
And not I'm bad selfish, but I just mean
No,
like
yeah,
you're thinking of too much
yeah.
of yourself. Maybe you need to take you're using your gift. This is your gift.
Mhm.
That building that job does not suit your gift. Your gift is too big or
so what are you saying? Like maybe they should
go on a
funnel
different,
that and use it in a different way.
either a different job or you start your own thing. Cause I feel like, yeah, cause I mean it can be stressful because like that's your gift is helping people. So it's like your gift is just to help people. You could do that all different types in different types of arenas. See, this is what people get confused, and I'm glad you said that. You were not put here to work a job.
Mm-hmm.
Your gift goes with you. So if your gift is not identified through that job. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your gift is your identity. So it's wherever you take it, whatever you do with it, right? Your job does not define anything. Your job doesn't define your purpose, your passion, or your gift, right? That's something that you have. That's something that you have. So whether you're mowing the yard or working a job, and that's real because your job can put a cap and kill your passion. It can kill to the point where you don't even do nothing, where you're not purposeful no more, and that's when you have to realize you need to get into what you can do. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it. That's where the passion, the vehicle. You got to change vehicles, right? You got to take another transportation. I would say I read this in Steve Harvey's book. I think he was saying like your passion is kind of like public transportation.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you from this destination to that destination to that destination. Maybe that destination you don't need to stay there no more. If it's killing your passion, if it's killing you like from the inside out, like here it is for me. Like this job is gravy, but I know it has an expiration date on it for me because I know that I was made to be the entrepreneur, right? So next vehicle after this, next vehicle. You see what I'm saying? So don't because a lot of people do that, and I like that, man, that you said that because that's important. A lot of people really think that their purpose is tied into their job, and it's not. You weren't created to work the job. The job is here for you to make a living, right? But what your purpose and your gift is inside of you. Is who you are. Your gift is you. You see what I'm saying? So no matter where it goes, whether that's at home with your kids, you see what I'm saying? Whether that's like just walking by somebody. I mean, you're that person. You're that personable person everywhere you go. It's not just here. And this job can kill that for you because it's sit at your cubicle and work. And you need to be in a situation where you can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So next vehicle, next stop. You see what I'm saying? And we both going on this together. We both like, boom, yep, next stop, yep, next stop. You see what I'm saying? Seriously, because like there is no feeling like going into a school and speaking to those students. I could do that all day long, but this job basically pays my bills, but I know, like I said, this has an expiration date on it. So I'm going to have to monetize my gift. Monetize it so that way I can do it full time. You see what I'm saying? So for some of us, we need to just find a way to monetize our gift. So that way it makes a way for us to be purposeful 24/7. Be in our gift 24/7. Be passionate 24/7. Because my passion for talking to students ain't going to never die. You see what I'm saying? Every time I get in front of them, it's like they pour more. It's like on the grill where you pour more lighter fluid. You know what I mean? Voof. Every time I go to a school, voof. And when I get here, it's like they put the lid on it. Yeah, it's like. But when I do this, voof. You know what I'm saying? When I post about the book, voof. You know what I'm saying? But when I get back into this environment that I don't necessarily want to be in, it's that. You see what I'm saying? So. In order for us to live on fire and be in our gifts and be purposeful, you're going to have to find a way to monetize that gift. Now, some people already are. Some people love their job and love what they do at their job and love using their gift at their job. And that's totally fine. But for us, I mean, we know that this has an expiration date on it, you know, because we know that we want to be full-time in touching in you, full-time in mentoring young men and young women, full-time in it.
That's a good place to end, man. So let's end with this here. Be purposeful. Be passionate.
Yep. Be intentional.
Be intentional.
Be intentional about your uniqueness.
Yes.
Be intentional about whatever it is about you that helps someone else. Be intentional about that. Be intentional. Understand that you are a problem solver, guys. You are a problem solver.
And someone needs you to solve that problem.
Someone
we need
needs
you to solve that.
That's the next shirt, man. Someone needs you. Like, seriously, someone needs you. Man, it's just, I can't, this is something I'm really passionate about, guys, because if everybody was on fire about their gift, using their gift and was on fire and was like every day waking up, I'm going to solve a problem, I'm going to use my gift to solve this problem today, just think about the world we would live in. There would be no killing. There would be no poverty. There would be nobody going hungry. You know, there would be nobody on the corner asking for. There would be none of that. So speaking of purpose, guys, I gotta promote the book, baby. I gotta promote the book. In chapter 2, You Are Powerful. I'm talking about everything we talked about today. I'm breaking it down: purpose, passion, gifts. I'm talking about how just really breaking it down, guys. Like how you can identify that gift, right? How you can understand that your purpose is an emotion, but how to use that emotion, right? I'm talking about it in this gift, and this is another example. This book is another example of getting in your gift, using it, and being purposeful, trying to solve a problem. When I was writing this book, I knew that I was trying to solve a problem, right? I was trying to solve a problem with people who don't know, like who come from similar back, like don't know, or who was in a mindset like I was in a mindset, or thinking that you were made to be mediocre, or that you were going to be a runner-up in life. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that we all got a champion inside of us. But it's a decision. It's a decision that you have to make in order to pull that champion outside of you. So go get a copy of my book, guys. I'm dropping it down below this. And if you see this on Instagram, the link is in the bio. Facebook, the link is in the bio. But if you see this on YouTube, click below. And we'll end it on that, man. We'll end it on that.
Till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, guess until he